Welcome back to another RuneScape Underground Adventure video where I investigate suspicious activity in RuneScape. And today is a memorable day. Someone sent in a tip that blew my mind. Perhaps the hardest PVM achievement in-game now has a fully automated bot for it. I'm talking about the Inferno. I was sent 2 clips of this script in action. The footage is blurry, but I think you get the point. There's no mouse on screen, and this pure account easily kills the 3 Jads in the first clip. In the second clip, it looks like it takes a while, but Zuck is defeated by the same pure account with the mouse sitting in the middle of the screen doing nothing. We've never seen a fully automated Inferno bot before. Like, there have been helper plugins, but never this. I don't think this script is publicly available, and hopefully this video will bring attention to it so that if it was ever released or heavily abused, Jagex can take action quickly, so that there aren't literally hundreds of thousands of botted Infernal capes in the game. Don't risk your account doing this if it ever got out. Jagex has banned so many players for buying Infernal capes in the past, it's just not worth it. And this also goes to show basically anything in RuneScape can and will be botted in 2023. I was sent this footage by someone who made this script. It makes Serum 207s by combining unfinished Terramins with Ashes, 7 at a time for 350 Herblore XP. 50 Herblore XP per potion, but it looks like they're just made instantaneously on the same tick. The script is actually making them so quickly that it looks like the potions are created the same tick the bank window is reopened and then also banked instantly. And making the potion only requires 15 Herblore. As you can see, as the clip progresses, the account reaches an XP per hour of 2.1 million Herblore XP. In a 2-minute clip, this account gains 100,000 Herblore XP. So it would take less than 7 hours to get to 99 Herblore this way. You lose 400 GP per potion, so it would cost you a little bit less than 100 million GP to do it. It seems like Jagex should totally be able to pick this kind of thing up though. I've just never seen this level of efficiency from a bot script before. But wait, it gets even crazier right after this. Okay, imagine this. What if Raid Shadow Legends sponsored this video? You get to hear about its awesome collection of over 700 unique champions, a tactical RPG battle system, incredible graphics, and more. Well, lucky for you, this video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. My favorite part about Raid has to be opening shards to summon champions. You never know what you're gonna get, and it's fun to learn about a new champion. I was also blown away by the variety of bosses in the game with unique mechanics. Take this dungeon boss in the Arcane Keep, for example, Sir Galaroth. He looks badass and has 2 skills, Wind Slash and Last Stand. Call of the Arbiter is in full swing now. Raid's adding some of the new characters from the series as champions you can play with in-game. The first one is Artak, a mighty orc warlord. Artak is going to be available for everyone for free. All you have to do is just log in to Raid for 7 days between now and July 24th. If you haven't started playing yet, then what are you waiting for? Use my link in the description or scan my QR code now to get insane bonuses. We're talking an epic champion, Knight Errant from the Bannerlords faction, and other useful things. Thanks to Raid for sponsoring this video. Have you ever seen a potion made in 1 tick? Not just that, but made, banked, inventory reloaded in 1 tick. This is a clip by the same person. The account is making stamina potions, but it looks like the bank doesn't even close. Literally, the bank window doesn't disappear. I've never seen packet manipulation this extreme before. Not sure this has ever even been done before. The potions are being made 1 at a time, and there are no potions coming in or out of the inventory either, or at least we don't see them coming in or out. It looks like it's even a visual glitch. It's absolutely mind-blowing. Now, someone created an offline version of the game with functionality to simulate different bossing scenarios. Big disclaimer, of course, I do not support the use of private servers. This was a non-public, non-commercial hobby project experiment. So the experiment was, what can an army of level 3s do to various bosses? In the first clip, 250 naked level 3s are spawned in the KBD layer. Who do you think wins? After over 15 minutes, the KBD finishes off the entire level 3 army. I was actually pretty surprised that it was brought down to less than half health by just level 3 fists. But now, what if they're equipped with short bows and bronze arrows, and there are 1,000 of them instead of 250? With a magic potato, 1,000 accounts are spawned with a short bow and bronze arrows. And it seems like they actually make relatively quick work of the KBD, which could be an interesting way of trying to get the pet on a level 3 account in the real game. But I don't know how you could possibly play on 1,000 accounts at once, let alone 100. Okay, now what about 1,000 level 3s versus the Corporeal Beast, one of the strongest bosses in the game? They're equipped with iron spears and amulets of fury. I'm still not sure they could even do any damage to Corp though, but I guess when you have 1,000 level 3s, RNG kicks in at some point. There's some greater than 0 probability that one does damage. And it looks like Corp is taking some damage, but its attacks can knock out whole stacks of level 3s at once. This fight also seems to last for over 15 minutes, and Corp is still on 1630 hit points out of 2,000, so it literally destroyed 1,000 level 3s without losing more than 20% of its health. Let me know in the comments if you want to see more stuff like this. Pretty cool concept. I haven't mentioned this in my videos over the last few years, so I didn't bring attention to it and that it wasn't abused more, but it seems to be common knowledge in all the botting communities now, and lots of people have publicly talked about it. Lots of bots get unbanned, multiple times even. I'm not going to say exactly how, but when an account is banned, botters submit an appeal claiming the account was hacked. And especially if they're already using a hacked account, they're often unbanned. There's more to it than that, and it's not that easy, but this tweet at me mentions they've noticed almost every player in the top 10 corrupted Gauntlet high scores has been banned and unbanned at least 5 times. And I checked each account. They definitely look like hacked accounts that have been botting corrupted Gauntlet for a while. Super high combat XP, and obviously top 10 on the corrupted Gauntlet high scores, but otherwise all their other stats are in the 50s to 80s. I messaged Jagex to make sure that they're aware of the issue, and they are. Account security and the massive botting problem go hand in hand, and this is one example where having so many accounts hacked leads to basically unlimited bots, since they're unbanned when a botter claims their bot was hacked. It's really discouraging to see when lots of bots are banned and then subsequently unbanned a couple weeks later. I can't believe this is a thing. Someone tipped me off to a video of a 3D printer playing on RuneScape Mobile using the programmable coordinates system on the 3D printer. This is a literal robot playing. Can you even be mad about this? It's hilarious and not a scalable way to bot. I'm at a loss for words. I just got an email from someone saying they made a ChatGPT RuneScape bot that has one specific goal: turn every conversation into something inappropriate. This person says the bot is set up on World 301 at the Barbarian fishing spot, and when I got there, it took only about a half a second to spot it. Its name starts with ooh, and it's programmed to actually call out players around it in its responses. It basically just flirts non-stop, no matter what you say to it. And it's actually way better at interacting than other ChatGPT bots I've seen in game. Like I said, what in tarnation? And it giggles, says my name, and then asks if it caught my attention. It also called me a naughty boy when I said I received a tip about an inappropriate bot, and then it says it would love to fish with me. I ask what it wants to catch. Someone else says STDs, and it says it doesn't mind being a little naughty, and winks. And then it doubles down and says it loves a good virus. Also, good to know, this RuneScape bot thinks it has many kinks and wants to tell me about them sometime. That might be my sign to log out of this game. Bounty Hunter is back, but one major question is it back for good? Unlike the last 4 attempts at launching the minigame without botters or gold farmers taking over. Let's talk about the current state of things. There are tons of boosters, but no bots. I got some tips about boosting clans, and on some of the lower populated Bounty Hunter worlds, 80% of the Bounty Hunter players were in the boosting clan that I joined. Basically, if you want to buy a kill, you pay 10 mil to the clan to verify that you're legit, then each kill purchased costs you 2 mil GP. Sellers can make 20 to 30 mil per hour doing this on one account, since all they have to do is find a target, get killed, and get paid 2 mil. Some of the ones I talked to do it on 4 accounts at once, getting between 50 to 100 mil per hour. Jagex actually recently issued a statement that all boosters will be banned, and they'll be enforcing this starting basically now. Although I think it's worth noting that the rollout of this might have come with some false bans, like this person who emailed me that they died to someone while they were naked to lose skull on their maxed account, and they were subsequently banned specifically for boosting. I hope this gets figured out soon. Now, this is not like previous bounty hunters. The main rewards from BH points and emblems are untradeable, so large-scale exploitation makes way less sense. all the boosting currently happening seems to be to get the untradables, hence the 2 mil per kill price tag, which is way more than you'd make from the tradable rewards. But it is worth calculating the potential exploitation so we can predict if anything needs tweaking and if any bot farms will pop up. So right now the tradable rewards in the shop have a GP per point value of 20k. Every 10 kills you get 20 points from the baseline, 2 points per kill, and a tier 10 emblem worth 56 points, and 3 extra points every 10th kill, so 79 points or about 1.6 mil total. There are other bonus points for kill benchmarks, so if you get 100 kills it equates to roughly 17 million GP. But what's the cost of 100 kills? Well, Skulled players only lose 10k on death from their coffer, so if you were to exploit this you'd have the dying player's skull, so 100 kills costs 1 mil GP from the coin coffer for a total profit of 16 mil. Obviously you'd want to get those tier 10s quickly, and to get a lot of targets quickly on multiple accounts going for tier 10s, you'd need lots of accounts. So there's potential to exploit this, but it's a lot less potential than previous bounty hunters, and it's contained in one area, not the entire wilderness, which makes it much easier to find rule breakers. Generally, Jagex knocked this update out of the park, and it looks like they're ready to heavily enforce the no boosting rule and ban any bots if they were to pop up. Now, I've also seen tweets about how the rewards other than untradables are not that rewarding. The problem is, if they are rewarding, there will be a huge amount of abuse, massive bot farms, lots of gold farmers killing each other. But if they aren't rewarding, people will lose interest quickly, especially the people who have a low kill death ratio who are just losing GP. It's almost like the only long-term solution is to moderate the minigame diligently. I get a tip about bots muling right over the wildy ditch near Edgeville with this screenshot attached. But by the time I get there, they're gone. Fast forward 6 hours, I get another tip that there are a ton of bots outside the Soul Wars portal on World 520 with this screenshot. And the names look familiar. Some of them are the same ones that were muling over the wilderness ditch. I ran over right away and I caught up with the farm. At first there were only 5 or 6 logged in, but more and more kept logging in. These Soul Wars bots and gold farming clans are actually just out of control. I'm getting 3 to 5 tips per day about them. They're able to play the minigame in any world, and they're playing against themselves, which means they can just farm reward points stress-free. They never lose. All these accounts had over 30,000 Soul Wars zeal. Each zeal is worth 3,000 GP in the rewards shop if you buy like Blighted Anglerfish or a Spoils of War crate. So 30,000 zeal equals roughly 90 million GP. Each account has made at least 90 mil, some closer to 150 mil, and there are dozens, if not hundreds of accounts. This farm alone isn't even that high level and has raked in multiple billions of GP. I tried to join the game to see exactly how efficient they are and what their strategy is. I even disguised myself as one of them wearing full rune and a Saradomin sword, but it said I didn't have high enough rank to join their clan chat when I finally tried the right username. The minigame is just being absolutely abused. Jagex told me that this specific group had about 100 accounts in it, 40 of which had already been banned, and they were a mix of bots and gold farmers.